We are into the Range Rover, and I can see on the EGR that it's all wet there. So it's all wet right about the EGR. And about there it's all damp, right? But I've just had a wee go at these bolts. I need this EGR pipe off, and I maybe need the EGR slackened and moved out the road. Or just taken off, to be honest with you. Just depends, I'm not sure. You can see one of the bolts for the turbo. Obviously we've got the crossover pipe as well that we need to take off. So it's rather oily down this side, but the first bolt I went to was the top one there, and it felt like it was going to shear, and so does this one. This top one didn't feel really good either, but neither this one, so fingers crossed. Comes out, you can just see all the rot on it, right? See all the rot. So, see, to be honest with you, these are the bolts that I've seen them come in with shearing, when they've been sheared if nobody touched them. See, that doesn't feel very clever. It's coming. That doesn't feel very clever. I've ordered all these gaskets anyway, so I've ordered all the EGR gaskets and the crossover pipe and all the rest of the gaskets. So that's good, at least I get that off now. So I think I'll just unbolt the EGR. Oh, well, good job, I've got a bucket under it. Yeah, I think we'll just unbolt that. Get it out the road. All we need to do is slacken the bolts for this on the back here, and we should be able to get that off. So we'll come back to it tomorrow. Let's see if we can get that one off. I need to get the down pipe off it as well. Yeah, I need to get the down pipe off it. See if those bolts break, we're not aboard because they're into the turbo anyway. So right, we'll be back on next run. Right, so what we have here is a genuine Garret turbo, right, and a modified, says Ford on it, right, but trust me, it's Land Rover. Right, so modified pipe for your made in Czech Republic, brilliant, eh? So yeah, it's a modified return line, right, so you can see your old one. Right, so that's how your old one went down to the sump. Then we blank the sump off with one of these, so that takes care of that. So yeah, so now we can get this side in. Where it goes to, but is really difficult. It's really quite awkward. So it's in behind the starter motor there. So I've not decided yet how. I've got the bolt out, so I need to try and get that bung out. So the circle bit you can see with the black wire in behind there, just sitting in front of it. You can see where I've taken the bolt out of there. So yeah, fun and games on the Land Rover stuff. Even with the body off them, guys, eh? Turbo on the other side. Well, turbo on the other side, we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that, but aye, the other side's even worse, right? It is, honestly, it's even worse to do a turbo on the other side. Alrighty, rangeroversport. Eventually we got some parts for it, so back on it. So as you can see, right, we've basically got this turbo in the driver's side, but we've also got the starter out it, right? If you can see in there, right, there is your modified waste return line, right? So this line here, right, coming off the turbo, that one is modified, right? And you can see where the old one went to. If you look down on the sump, right, there's two holes. Well, there's a big hole with two bolt holes, right, way down there, if you can see it. Let's see, get a light, shine a little light. Right, so down there on that sump, right, is where that original pipe went to. You can see we've still got a wee blank to go in, right, so that goes onto the sump, blanks off the sump, right, and brackets and all that to go back on. But starter motor, we're going to need to have a wee something with this because this is tight against the starter. So
there's no need to wrap all that up, make sure it doesn't have off, off that pipe or anything. Can't really move it because it's tabbed there, so it can't really be turned round, so we'll just make sure we take this up and then we'll get that fitted back in. So yeah, pain in the arse, to be honest with you, Land Rovers. The other side, the turbo, we'll show you that in a little second, okay, hold on. Okay, so L320 passenger side turbo. Obviously you can see we're getting the manifold off it, right? So cleaned all that up. We've got a new gasket to put on. Everything's loose at the minute. You need to have everything loose before you get. Once you get everything in, then you can tighten it all up. If you bolt things up and stuff, and you can't get an expert on. So even with the body off them, they're an absolute pain in the ass, to be honest with you. You better lift an engine out of them. To be honest with you, do it, and you better just lift an engine bloody right out of the thing. But anyway, we're cracking on anyway, so we'll get all this on, get it all tightened up, make sure everything's checked, every nut and bolt is tight so we don't have any rattles, and make sure the boost hoses are okay as well, they're all secure. You don't like have to be messing about with them once the body's back on. So right, they're just challenging beasts, these L320s, man. It's a new gasket from Britpart, which is Land Rover aftermarket special. So we are fitting the turbo with the modified turbo line. You can see it goes there, you can see there's now no starter there as well. So we will have to slacken the nut for the solenoid and move that round a wee bit and then get it all fitted in, and then we'll need to fit this, I think, once the turbo's in. Not easy. It's not easy. It's not too bad if it's not got ace on the Land Rover. With ace pipes on it, it's a bit more tricky. You can see this one's all oil and stuff like that. So hopefully when we put it back it's okay. Obviously it's probably never been out. It looks like the original Land Rover one. So that is my only concern. I'm moving, and I need to move that. I've no option, right? Because the pipe, once that's in, right, is very close. Right, so everything's all on that side, just that, and then the pipes that we'll put on once the body's back down. So, new turbo in there, all new gaskets and your crossover pipe as well. So all the gaskets have been changed. Intercooler, it's not there at the minute, it's getting cleaned. Right, so boost hose all back on, EGR's back on, all the heat shields back on. There's your nice new shiny Garret turbo in there. Right, so exactly what came off it. Exactly what came off it. So this is your big electronic boy. Right, so brackets back on, DPF's been cleaned as well. Right, so once we start it, there'll be a load of bubbles coming out, but hey, better than oil. Better than oil, because there was oil dripping out it. So that's got stuck in there. Right, so we want this back up here. So we're going to be putting the body back on. So this side you can see there's no exhaust manifold at all, right, so we had to take the manifold off due to some broken studs in the turbo. Even then, even when you've got the manifold off it, it's still a pain in the ass to get it out of there. Getting the plug off it was an absolute pain in the ass as well. So we need to get this side all fitted up as well now, so we've got everything now to build this side up. So we'll come back just shortly, hopefully a bit further ahead. Right, so I've got to start her back in. That is tight getting that in there, that is incredibly difficult. I've still got a wire to put it back on it, I'll maybe need to do that for underneath. So that clips on up there, I think. Yeah, so there's a wire that clips on in there, which is nearly there. I'm going to need to get a lever and get that in. So we'll get it close enough and then we'll get a pro jib. It's nearly in the hole. Right, so obviously I've got the wire to put back on, right? It's tight in there, man. Even the body off these things, man, you can't do nothing. Right, so that's on. I can see the nut on the floor underneath there. I just can't see where the bloody wires went. Ah, I see it. I can see it. Right, so that's got to go up to there. I'll take this other one back off now. Hold that there, innit? Should be able to get this for here. It's
as you can see, it's very difficult. So we've basically just got on this side now, bolted the jar on, and then start assembling the other side, which is good. I do have bits and pieces that I'll need to finish on this side once we get the other side assembled. Once we assemble the other side's minions. Right, I'll need to get a little smaller spanner come in there now. It's a pain in the ass, it really is, man. Right, keep that camera set there. Which is sort of out. Right, 10 maybe. Right, let's see if we can get it with a spanner. That's awkward. I've never worked for Land Rover, guys, I wouldn't thank you for it. I don't know how I've ended up being the Land Rover guy when I'm about here. There's me and one other guy kind of doing Land Rovers in this area. And he's restoring them, basically. Defenders, even these as well, now he says L320s. Got a couple of people and getting them restored and chassis done on them and stuff. So, just don't fare very well in Scotland at all. Any car, not just Land Rover. They'll get rotted out to death. I think that's going very slowly. I think we'll be here for a while with this one too. I think that's going on to try and get there. Actually, the head of the ratchet spanner will probably be too big, so we'll need to continue with this one. Right, I think we'll come back. Because I'm about 3 minutes. I've been turning this nut for 10 days. Just kind of get a tickly bit. Oh, I got one wee bit on it. It's never dirty. Man, who built these things? Who designed them? Come on, go on. Ah, Jesus. Cheese and rice. You be an acrobat. Try to get your hands in, man. Is that on that? Oh, I've got it tightened. I'll try one more just to be sure. I think we're tightened. I hope so anyway. Then we've got the other bloody nut as well. I think we've got a new nut, make it easier. Go on. Doesn't want to go on. Turn my spanner. You've got to turn my spanner the other way. Come on. Why does it not want to go on? I'm tight against the body there, but so I don't know if I'm getting that tight or not. I'm ready to get another Spaniard, man. Jesus. Quality rangerovers. This camera's what we called it. Right, so a smaller Spaniard. We try and get this one crap wire. Come on. Jesus. Honestly, you're like an acrobat trying to get into these. So, Can't seem to get any forward movement on that. I don't know if that is tight or not. If I can get my spanner on there. Ah, there we go. Aye, that's tight. Is it? Yeah, we're tight. The spanner's not against the body there. Right, that's good. Jesus, but man, yeah, what a pain. What a pain. I know they're more difficult to do the starter on the base pipes, which this has. So I know that's part of the issue. I'm going to put a new nut on there. So on I am. Hopefully it will screw on easier. And obviously you can see, guys, I can't see what I'm doing here. I cannot see, we're just using the force. Using the force I can feel the rubber boot against my fingers, which is causing me some problems. I've dropped a nut. God. Oh, possibly. Oh. I'm just turning that with my fingers at the minute. Sure that we can get up there with maybe quarter drive. Well, again, all smallest spanner. I've just about screwed that nut all the way. It's not too bad. Let's see, can we get up to where we need? Nope. So can't get in there ratchet. Can't get in there with the ratchet. Absolutely. Right. Right, so how do you get to that? That is rather tricky, isn't it? That is rather tricky in there. What I could be doing, mate, is like a spanner bent into a right angle. Oh man, tell you, I have sore fingers tonight. Oh, right, so obviously it's not tight. It's tight. So I've got a ratchet spanner, but I don't think there's not even enough room for the ratchet spanner. Well, that's crap. I do need to make sure that connection's tight, but I can't just move my finger. Right, so we'll come back. Right, so we've got 2 bolts to put in the EGR here. We have a bolt to put in there, all the heat shields, all the pipes, the nut for the starter we still need to tighten, I can't get to it. Everything else, we need to leave this off until we get the other side built up. After we get the turbo in and fitted anyway. So once we've got that side built up, we'll then bolt up the rest of that. We'll then put the bracket and all that on. We'll leave the bracket off just now, just so I can make sure I can get that Should be able to get it through underneath, but we'll need to make sure we can get to the actual starter motor bolt for the wire for the power. Otherwise she'll not start. So nearly there with this side. Right, all you mother truckers, all you can see there is a cut belt, right? So I cut that one, right? And the reason I cut the rear timing belt off these is the tensioner. It's just like a grenade. So you pull the pin out. There's the pin that was in that one, right? So you pull the pin and that's it tensioned, right? So obviously you can't untension it, right? I mean, you maybe could. There's maybe a way of doing it. But I just, big guy, piston broke. He was a Mitsubishi technician as well, somewhere down in England. I just copied his method. You cut the thing, takes the tension off the bolt, because what happens is if you just run the bolt out, once it gets to the end, it just chews the threads up because of the pressure on it. So make sure you retighten your bolts up as well. No, a Land Rover, they just tell you, man, just run it to the belt brakes, because it doesn't do any damage, eh? This is just driven off of this cam here, this camshaft, driving that pump there. So aye, if this breaks, it doesn't do any damage at all, just the engine stops running, unfortunately. So we'll just get this bugger turbo to fit now. Yeah, nearly there. Right, so we literally have this, like I said, one other side is on, and one bolt in there, and that pipe there. I'll get my dad to help me with that. I can't get the two of them together and put the bolt in at the same time, so you need 3 hands, you need to be an octopus to work on a Range Rover Sport. Let's see. That's kind of in line with it. Right. That's good. Oh no, there is some running out it. Right, so right, so we'll need to slacken off the aircon condenser, maybe the oil coolers to get this to move. You'll be able to get that in the floor out, so we'll try it first, but see. Try it first, this side. Yeah, a bit more in this side. I haven't bothered getting this side off because this ISOV valve had to take the bolts out it. So I haven't bothered getting it out either, but hopefully now that oil's in there, but we can get it out. But aye, there's all your oil. So definitely intercooler had to come out, man. So just after seeing all the oil in it, a precaution. This is definitely a good precaution to take if you're doing turbos. And if you do find a lot of oil everywhere, then you go, right, okay, let's get this intercooler out and get it checked. So let's see. We can get that out there now. There's a pain in this. Alright, there we go, she's coming. Oh, Jesus, aye. Right, so it's pulling out it. Absolutely pulling out it. So oh, let's see if I can get this a little bit off now. It's quite a lot of oil, isn't it? Oh, you can see all that oil that's running out there. And as soon as I turn this upside down, this intercooler will be pouring out it, so let's get this out of here. Right, so we have the intercooler back in. We'll get the aircon condenser back on as well. Get all the oil coolers on. We'll get the front slam panel, crash panel, plus all that plastic. We'll leave these plastic trims off until we check this ISOV valve. You can see all the oil that's coming out it. So hopefully there's none trapped in there inside the actual valve itself. We've cleaned everything else out that we can, absolutely everything, EGRs, the whole lot, DPF, everything. So we can only clean the bits we can. Yeah, so coming along nice. Condenser, I'm not going to, I've blown everything else out. Like I've blown all the rest of the radiators out, but I'll maybe just give this one a wee brush. You can see this one's all started disintegrating, that's what happens. I don't believe this is burst because it did have gas in it, this car. So it will need regassed as well. But we'll probably wait to make sure the body doesn't need to come back off before we do that. And to be honest with you, you're probably just better changing that before you regas it. But we'll put it back in for now because the bill's getting ridiculous on it.
past there, but when you're coming back in, you kind of want to go a bit fast. Look at these Range Rovers, man, there's not enough room, even with bodies are. There you go. Oh. Go back. That's okay. It's okay. So, just what I know, you got smooth. Somebody's obviously touched that. Because there's no way I've moved that. No, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. It's up, maybe somebody's maybe walked by it and wait. Look at this bit. Started swinging it about, you know what I mean? And then it's been out of position. That could have been a disaster. Could have been a disaster. It was like so. Slowly. Yeah. Okay, go. See, there's a big button there now. Yeah. We jag on it. Says you that it's on this moved or something. But it should be exactly where we left it. Should be. It wasn't. Ah, you think? It is. Go again with the lever, the big lever. Oh.
Okay. Oh. Good. Good. Right, done. Good. Oh, done. That would have been a big bang. It was a can of an aerosol can, so. Right. it's just a wee bracket. But they're tight, they're really tight, like even Kate's tied up in my can at the road. I'm just getting a bit removable ones, I think that's been just that wee bracket there, it was caught on. There you go again. Whoop, whoop. Cut these cable ties off of this. I'll get in there to grab my phone, to grab a knife, and then I could hear something vibrating. No, I got it. Might be yours, for sure. Go again. You shake yourself.
This is so much pressure.
See for some. No, that's right, it's nearly there, just leave it there now, because it's needing adjusted a bit. It's all because that's been off. Now that's hit at the back, it's moved it. Oh, we'll just leave it here for now, because I think I'm ready to mess a bit on the jack. I'll let you mess with it on the jack. Try and get it right. Right, I'll let you go down. Do something else there.